Hey, what's up everybody? Akeem here, and in today's Daily Fix, Larian Studios comments on Baldur's Gate 3's Game Pass future. The Elden Ring DLC release date may have accidentally leaked, but we're skeptical. And Valve is sending a present to select accounts, but it's probably not a gift you want. This is your Daily Fix. Presented by Pringles. Fresh off their big game of the year win at this year's Game Awards, Larian Studios boss Sven Vink sat down with IGN to talk all things Baldur's Gate 3. And of course, we asked him about the possibility of the game coming to Xbox Game Pass. When asked how big of a dump truck full of money Xbox would need to get Baldur's Gate 3 on their game service, Vink was pretty straightforward. He said, quote, "We always said from the get-go it wasn't going to be on Game Pass. It's not going to be on Game Pass." So there you go. Don't get your hopes up for Baldur's Gate 3 on Game Pass anytime soon. Now, Vink elaborated that the Game Pass issue was a, quote, sensitive question. Now, he continues saying, quote, "We made a big game, so I think there's a fair price to be paid for that. And I think that is okay. We don't charge you any microtransactions on top of it, so you get what you pay for. Up front, it's a big, meaty game. So I think that should be able to exist as it is. This is what allows us to continue making other games." And Vink isn't wrong about it being a big game. Now, according to HowLongToBeat.com, a full completionist run of Baldur's Gate 3 can take 144 hours or more across multiple playthroughs. And it's definitely a game that's meant to be replayed, considering all the ways player choices affect the story. And even if you paid full price for the game, it sounds like you're getting your money's worth. Now, services like Game Pass and PlayStation Plus have been debated in the games industry. Many indie devs praise the services for helping get their game noticed by more people than they would have otherwise. But others have called into question their profitability. Now, mega publisher Take-Two has called Game Pass, quote, value destructive. But that's not always the case. Now, Bethesda's Starfield launched on Game Pass on day one and still became the best-selling game of September. Anyway, are you disappointed that Baldur's Gate 3 won't be coming to Game Pass or a similar service? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and be sure to head on over to IGN.com to read the full interview with Sven Vink. Just be warned, there are some spoilers in there. Now, in other news, the highly anticipated DLC expansion to Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree, is still missing a release date. But if the latest leak is to be believed, it could be arriving very soon. Via Reset Era third-party controller maker Thrustmaster announced a collaboration with FromSoft for an Elden Ring themed controller. Now, the webpage pointed out that the controller will be released in February 2024, which is to, quote, sync with the new Shadow of the Erdtree expansion release. Now, obviously, when the DLC drops, is up to Bandai Namco and From Software, and while it is possible it shows up when Thrustmaster says it will, it's also possible this window is, shall we say, gold-tinged excrement. Now, of course, the page was taken down and attempts were made to scrub screenshots of it from the internet, but as with everything on the web, nothing stays hidden. Now, I don't know, these images look pretty legit to me. Now, the controller is, it's fine, but, if their strategy is to release it around the same time as the Elden Ring expansion, well, it looks like we'll be back in the lands between this coming February. Now, which also happens to be the game's first anniversary. Yeah, go you, Elden Ring. And finally, Valve is sending out an early Christmas present for some very bad boys and girls this year. Now, in an attempt to crack down on Smurf accounts, as in players who create multiple aliases to play against lower-ranked players, offenders who made the naughty list will find a gift chest in their account. And inside is a highly toxic lump of coal. And that's not all. The gag gift comes with a real consequence of a permanent ban. Now, a clip of Dota 2 pro Mason Vin is making the rounds on X, showing him opening up the coal and subsequently seeing the ban message. On a Reddit post, Vin admitted to hiring a behavior score farmer to boost his in-game behavior score, which Valve uses to promote good behavior and combat toxicity. Now, Vin is not the only person facing Valve's wrath, as 90,000 accounts were banned back in September. Now, on a blog post, Valve explained, quote, "Smurfing and other negative behavior makes matches worse, and we want to make sure your matches are as good as possible as we head into the new year. So we'd like to wish everyone a happy Frostivus update. Except Smurf accounts, who we assume will not enjoy the update as they choke on their richly deserved coal-flavored just desserts." Damn, well, looks like Valve is going more Krampus this year than Santa. Happy Frostivus to us all. And those are your stories for today, Friday, December 15th. Now, how many runs of Baldur's Gate 3 do you have under your belt? Now, what in-game behavior should get people a lump of toxic digital coal in their stockings? Let us know in the comments section down below. Now, if you're looking for something else to watch, please check out our holiday gift guide. I'm Akeem Lawanson, and I'll see you next time on The Daily Fix.